Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and we're over in Nova Maodou. We're going to take a look at how they finished in Champions 1, and do they have a shot at getting to Poland? So I have some big news that I want to share with you guys, is that I'm going to be helping broadcast the playoffs for ESL Mobile Open Season 2, which is happening next week, the August 15th, August 22nd, and the 29th. I'll be actually doing the 15th and the 22nd, so keep an eye out for that. But there will actually be 3 playoff streams, and then there's the grand finals in September, which is happening at ESL 1 New York. You guys can go ahead and check this out. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center. The top 2 teams for Town Hall 12 are going to be flown out there just like Season 1, which the top 2 teams were Coastal Clash and One Hive Team 2, and they compete out in DreamHack Dallas. So you can see Coastal Clash is actually the #1 seed coming in, it looks like, in rankings. I don't know in terms of the overall playoff rankings, because there was a double elimination, or there was just playoffs, and then now is double elimination playoffs, which I'm going to be helping broadcast coming up next week. So make sure you guys follow their Twitch channel, make sure you follow their YouTube channel and their Twitter. I'll have everything linked down in the video description, but keep an eye out that, because I will be broadcasting and helping cast with Envirum in next week, and then the week after, and then in September it will be in New York, and I'm very excited for that. But now let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video. Alright, so we're over in Nova Maodou. Before we jump into the current Clan War League, let's go and take a look at how they finished last season. Nova was actually #1. They finished at 341. And now let's check out how they did in the August season at 9,874. Well, let's go ahead and jump here. And they are staying in Champs 1, and they finished first place, 347. Absolutely crazy. Almost 10,000 destruction percentage at 15 versus 15 in Champions 1. And how did they do? They ended up getting a 37, 42, 38, 44, 35, 40, and a 41. Averaged out to a 39.5, so just about 39 stars each war, which is an insane average. Absolutely crazy. And then let's go ahead and check out the clan and how people did. And you can see here, they had 2 players that ended up going perfect 7 for 7. They had the #1 player, which I believe that is Wei, and then they also had Misbehaved D Sam, both going 7-7, getting 21 stars and a 700% destruction. And then a lot of other players did really well as well. Absolutely wild. L Period was out in Poland. LMF was out in Poland. I believe CY was out there as well. Lonely Ham, which I believe that was Moon, was out there in Poland. Juan, who was playing on Blaze JP, now he's playing on Nova. And then, of course, their #1 player, Wei, and he was out there. So a lot of players were out in Poland the last month of July, but that's absolutely crazy. 347 right there. And #2 at 279, that's still a lot of clans. That would be #1 in a lot of leagues for teams, but 347, that's absolutely crazy. But now let's go ahead and jump into a lot of their triples and cover these replays. All right, so let's take a look at Juan Tech right here with the Queen Charge Lalo. And they were actually hitting Polish power in this war. So Juan is using that power potion, or at least the hero potion, to get them those maxed out heroes. But he is dropping the Queen over here at 3 o'clock, opposite of this Town Hall here. Let's take a look at what the Queen's going to go. She's actually going to reach over and grab this multi-target Inferno. If Michael actually used Mikhail actually used a decoration right here, then this multi-target Inferno would not be able to be reached by the Queen. But since there's no decoration there, the Queen will go for it and take it down, which Juan was able to identify there. Uses the King to clear a nice funnel down here, and going to get the Queen to jump right into the core of this base, and going to be able to help take down the Eagle Artillery, the Queen, and all this value. So there is the jump spell right there. King is going to burn his ability and continue to clear all the way down here, and the Queen's going to move her way in, and the Clan Castle has yet to be pulled. Has a nice minion up top, because there's nothing that's actually going to help take it down. Now the Queen is under fire of 3 Expos, has to drop a rage to keep the Queen alive, and then it takes down the Eagle Artillery, no problem. And then the King is moving around. There out comes a Lava Hound and Archers, and then he's going to have to pop the Queen ability, her Royal Cloak, to get through all that. then we have a poison to help take this down, and then there is a rage to keep her going. And now the Stone Slammer is going to fly in down here, and then he's going to move his way around and not fly obviously into the sweeper, which is pointing here. Plus the queen can reach over and grab everything on the top side here. So now he's flying up and around into here. So he created a nice funnel for the balloons. So this is kind of the pathing right around the base in a nice L-shaped formation. And he's going to just go like this around the base just like that. So the queen is still up in the core, pops the Grand Ward Internal Tome beautifully, covers all that, has one more haste spell down here that he can use, and then that Stone Slammer is going to pop, and there goes the balloons. Look at how many balloons he has left in this raid right here. And down goes the Archer Tower, and he's going to take it all down. Juan with the very nice 3-star right here with the Queen Charge Lalo getting it done, and there it is. And takes out that final storage right there. So beautiful hit from Juan. All right, so the next Queen Charge Lalo from Nova we're going to jump into is going to be L Period. And L Period was actually a player that was out in Poland the other month as well. So we're going to see the queen going to walk down into here. And this is a kind of interesting, weird base layout where everything's kind of open. So the queen can literally just walk in, uses the king, and he's going to go on the outside and help set the funnel and clear all the building and all that trash. Uses a freeze nicely to take out the enemy, or to stall the enemy king, so he doesn't have to use that queen ability, because you have to either, I mean, he did have the queen under rage, so he still was able to get through it. And the queen's going to step up, going to be able to reach this town hall and take out whatever is in that clan castle. So the king is going to burn his ability right here, and he's going to take all of these buildings down. So now the queen, and she's going to work her way right into this base, and then you're going to see her loop around. There is a double ice golem balloon and some, I think, no, actually there's one ice golem, some archers, a witch, and 2 balloons in this clan castle. She'll be able to clear the CC, the enemy queen, and this whole top side over here, and then he's going to Lalo right over this way across the base just like this. So he's going to move and take out the expo right there, going to reach for the queen, very nice job. And then going to move over to the town hall, and the queen's going to loop up and around this way through the base. So the queen helped remove all of this and all of this, meaning that the Lalo can help take out this section of the base, and he's going to move his way just like this with the Lalo. And you can kind of see when you break it up like this, he's going to be able to move into it. And since the queen and the king removed this whole top side up here, it leaves this alley for the balloons right through it. Sends the Stone Slammer so that when the balloons and everything fly down to here, the Slammer will help loop into the core of that base and help take it down. So the Grand Warden pops his Eternal Tome, clips the Lava Hound right there, and grabs the balloons while they're getting hit by this multi. Very nice job moving in. Drops the second Lava Hound over here, Baby Dragon, and some balloons to pinpoint this Archer Tower and for cleanup as well. And he still has another freeze if he wants to use it, which I think he might actually have swagged it. He's like, I don't need this freeze spell right here. He's got plenty of cleanup down south with the minions and the pups. And then the queen is still up with the healers on her, no problem. That Tornado Trap's not going to do a single thing. And that Stone Slammer is still alive. It's got about like 40% health. There it goes. It now pops. And he was running a Baby Dragon and some balloons in it. Not all balloons, so that was definitely very interesting right there. And so we got another hit from Juan coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo. And we're going to take a look. The queen is, he's going to decide to use the queen up top at 12 over here. And he's going to try to loop the queen into the town hall area right here. And he did pull some dragons. So I didn't catch that. There might have been either a hole, or he was able to pull it somewhere so that he could easily deal with these dragons up top. So, I mean, obviously you don't want to have a hole in your base, and it makes it a lot easier to pull the CC. Drops the rage, gets through these dragons, no problem. And he does have a poison, and he doesn't use it because he doesn't need it. So he drops the wall breakers and perfectly times it so that splash of the mortar doesn't hit him. So very nice job. Uses the king now on the outside. And then the queen is going to charge right through here, freezes the town hall, but the queen can actually reach over the wall and grab these defenses right here when the queen is over here inside. So, because, actually no, she can grab these 2 expos. I don't think she can grab the sweepers necessarily. But because she can grab these, it's going to help quite a bit. And plus the enemy queen would step up into this radius. So now he's going to help remove the king. And then, look at this. The sweeper is actually going to push these healers back. So he's going to have to try to freeze it to get the queen through this section here. So there it is, freezes the sweeper and freezes this expo right here, gets through the enemy queen, has to burn his ability right here. He's moving through, and he drops the stone slammer from this angle. So since the queen was responsible for that whole top side, now the Lalo is going to be responsible for this whole section here. So you can kind of see it's like an L shape like this as he's going to move through the base. So that's kind of what you want to do. We've always preached it. We've always discussed it. You want to create L shapes for your Lalos, for the hogs, or whatever is defensive targeting, because then you can keep them in a beautiful path moving around. You can see the balloons have nowhere to go but through this whole bottom section. He's got a million balloons left up. He does have the Lao Helm, which does pop right there, and still has the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. And here comes a balloon on the cannon, pops that Grand Warden Eternal Tome. There's the haste spell, and it's going to move right through the whole top side over here. So very nice job, and this queen is still alive, and she's going to move up and around the whole side down here, and Juan is going to get it. And it was really interesting to see Juan playing for Nova, because he did play for Blaze JP the previous month, but he was rocking with Nova in this one and helping them getting that triple and getting the beautiful job in CWL. All right, let's take a look at how the pros, CY of Nova, dissects this internet style base with the Queen Charge Lalo. And so what does he do? He drops a baby dragon and some balloons to help set the funnel up here, and he's going to get this queen to loop all the way around here. Beautiful job. And then he's going to send balloons to take out this multi-target Inferno right there. And then he's going to drop the healers on the edge to protect them away from this multi-target Inferno, because he's going to get the queen to loop into the base right here. Now the king is going to run all the way around over here, and he's going to help set the funnel as well. Now the queen's going to move over here into the core, drops that rage, and here comes balloons. They're going to actually benefit from that rage spell beautifully. Very nice job from CY right there. Pops the king ability. He's going to clear this right section over by 3 o'clock. Finds an actual Tesla farm over there. So the king's actually going to do it. Drops a haste to take out this multi because the queen can't reach it. So now since that multi's down, and both of these multis are down, the queen can charge right into the whole core of the space. And in this raid, you have to keep that queen alive. And then the enemy queen is down south over here. You can see he drops the stone slammer for this queen. And he does have a rage, does freeze the queen, and he does have double dragons. And the one problem is, if you drop your warden near your king or near a dragon or an E-drag, the warden will tend to follow those high HP units and not follow into the core like this, which he did get balloons to go into the core here. They did take out the town hall, but he's going to lose a lot of the balloons that did go to the town hall there because the Grand Warden was nowhere near there. But that was a very smart move of sending the balloons in to rage them through here, to haste them through here, and charge the queen right into the core. So this internet style base goes down super easily from CY, and now the queen is going to move right around and loop around the base here. She still has her ability right there, and that Grand Warden still has his Eternal Tome. The dragon's going to move in and take out that multi easily, and you can see he's just going to move around and finish this one off right there. The internet style base goes down to the Queen Charge Lalo of Nova, getting that 3-star right there in the Clan War League. Now let's take a look at Hello coming in with a Queen Charge Lalo, and it was a beautiful Queen Charge Lalo, I might add. Drops balloons and a haste at 1 to take out those buildings and set the funnel for the queen. He's going to want to get the queen to loop up and around this way. And look at this. He drops the 1 wall breaker, and he's going to actually wall break in to get the queen into the section. Drops wall breakers and drops a free spell right there. He's going to open the wall. The king's going to help set the funnel. He's going to run here. And then he's going to use a wall wrecker. Beautiful job, because this wall wrecker is going to be responsible for opening all these walls, so the queen then loops in and goes this way around the base. Look at this. The king's going to actually tank the archer tower there, so this wall wrecker is going to have plenty of health. Uses a freeze to take out the enemy queen with his queen. Now the queen is just going to follow this wall wrecker over to this bottom side, and here is the town hall. So the queen is not only going to walk her way this way, but then she's going to walk and be responsible for the town hall. And then the Lalo part is going to be from this way through the base, just like this. So this is going to be the Lalo, and the queen is responsible for this whole section over here. So beautiful job. Uses a dragon and some balloons here to test for 660 air mines, to try to protect more for the healers and to help take out and tank whatever's in this section. And look at this. The queen is under a triple expo right there. 3 expos. He's going to have to drop a freeze here to protect that queen, even though she's under rage. Has to burn her ability there and uses a beautiful minion over here on the cannon. Queen's going to take out the Eagle Artillery, and here comes the Lalo right through the base. So this is going to be the Lalo pathing that he's going to determine that he's going to want to fly through, right? There's the freeze to keep that queen alive because she's going to be responsible for the Town Hall. And now the Town Hall is going to go down, and look at this. All these balloons are going to be moving their way right through the whole bottom of this section, and then the queen is just going to work her way through the bottom as well. Beautiful job using that Grand Warden Eternal Tome. And then he's got these balloons moving through. He's got plenty of pups and minions on the cleanup, and he's got a million balloons left over, it looks like, to help take this one down. Hello, absolutely crushing this queen charge Lalo, getting the triple. And the queen staying up at the end of this raid right here. So beautiful hit right there. And the final queen charge Lalo of this video we will take a look at is going to be Mystery coming in on this space where the Town Hall is a little bit exposed over here. So it's a little interesting. He's going to drop the balloons to help set this funnel. He's going to get the queen to go into this Town Hall section. And then he's just going to overwhelm with the loons from this side over the Town Hall, or not over the Town Hall, but over the whole core. He does have a skeleton spell to use over the enemy queen right here. So the queen's going to help not only take out the clan castle, take out the Town Hall, but this whole top section up here. So the queen is going to be responsible pretty much, drops the balloon on the mortar. The queen is going to be responsible for everything up here. So this is going to be the queen's responsibility right here. Let me actually put it in some solid lines for you. So this is the queen responsibility, and now the Lalo is going to be responsible pretty much for this whole bottom side. And it doesn't look like there's an L shape. Like normally you would think, okay, this would be the L shape, right? You would fly through because the queen would be responsible for over here. You get the queen to jump in and get all that value. But in this raid, he's like, no, I'm going to send the king down here to clear this, and then we're just going to send a ton of the lavas and the balloons right behind. Drop haste, drop freezes, drop some more balloons on this edge. Stone Slammer going to be responsible to help take down that multi. And the queen actually does go into the base right there, so she actually steps in. You're going to be able to remove this expo in here, but uses the Grand Warden Eternal Tome over everything in the core. Takes down that queen, no problem. Look at how many balloons that are in the core here, moving through. Fights over and fights through that sweeper. We do have a Tesla over at 3 o'clock in the corner there, but he's going to be able to move up and around the base just like that, and he's going to be able to help overwhelm. Does have that Stone Slammer that has not yet popped, and he's going to have to drop a haste as well if he wants it, but he's got plenty of cleanup. He's got the 6 minions as well that he can get down. So Mystery absolutely crushing this space with the queen charge Lalo right here. The king and the queen and the Grand Warden, all the heroes, looks like ended up staying alive in this raid right here, and none of them went down. And finally going to finish off on that Tesla, going to help take that one down for the 3-star, and wrapping up this queen charge Lalo video right here. And so I want to thank Nova for letting me come over and record some of that. I'll be bringing you guys some more of their attacks in the upcoming videos, so you guys can get to know more about how Nova gets it done in the Clan War Leagues. If you guys want to go follow Nova's Twitter and go subscribe over to their YouTube channel, I'll have it linked down in the video description as well for you. But if you did enjoy today's video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe down below for the daily content. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.